Welcome, welcome. This is a hydration happy hour. I'm so excited to pamper you and to get pampered myself. So the very first thing is make sure you get your name in the comments because that lets me know that you're watching. That gives me credit for you being here. Or if you're watching for your consultant, gives her credit and gets you entered into the drawing. So I'm gonna walk us through what we're gonna have. You'll want to make sure you have your samples ready, most important. So hopefully you got those in the mail. You're going to want to have 3 wet washcloths or be next to a sink, and your also your favorite drink. I have water next to her. Kind of boring, but I love water. So I already got mine on, but something to pull your hair back, especially when we're doing the masks. I feel like it's just nice not to get your hair caught in all that. So yay. So let us know that you're on, and I am going to jump right in. We're going to start off. I always love to start off with our beautiful Mary Kay and keep her a part of Mary Kay. She started this company 60 years ago. Can you believe it? Her whole mission was to enrich women's lives. She wanted to give them an opportunity where they could put God first, their family second, and their career third. And they have 2 charitable foundations. One of them is raising money for cancers, mostly cancer research, mostly cancers that affect women. And the other one is not finding a cure, but hopefully we can find a cure, but ending domestic violence, right? Helping women who are, just in a tough situation, giving them hope. And Mary Kay donates to local women's shelters all across the U.S. And recently, our charitable foundation went global as well. We're in we're in over 35 markets, so 35 different countries. So yeah, so it is, yay. And I see someone's on here. Is this mother-in-law? I don't know. That's what I say mother-in-law is, or mother in love. So if you are watching, make sure you get your name in the chat. And there's also, let me see here. If you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, I'll be able to see your name as well. So because I'm not watching on Facebook, I'm in StreamYard. So, but you're on Facebook. So yay. Well, welcome. So excited. So we are going to start off with an eye makeup remover. So this was not one of your samples, but I think I let my guests know that to make sure they have something to wash off their eye makeup with. This is our oil-free eye makeup remover. It's our #1 selling product. And Mary Kay was announced in September the #1 direct selling brand in the world. So the number one direct selling skincare and cosmetics company in the world. So this is in a way like the #1 eye makeup remover in the world. So I love it because as a cleaner and a conditioner in it, you want to make sure you shake it up first. That way you're not only cleaning off your makeup, but you're conditioning your eyelashes because though mascara can be so drying on it. So it's nice to have something to hydrate them. And I like to just put it on. I have a cosmetic sponge or wedge that I put it on, but you can put it on a cotton ball and just hold it there for a bit. So clean off your eye makeup. And even if you're not wearing eye makeup, it's good to clean off your makeup before bed every night and clean your eye area before you go to bed every night because, during the day, even if you're not wearing makeup, you get, gunk and stuff on it. And then it keeps your sheets cleaner on your bed. And then also, Jolynn, my good friend who I co-host with this, her kids are in town for Christmas, and so she's not on tonight. But she might have posted the picture of the eyelash mites, which so maybe you have another reason to wash off your eye area before bed, because if you don't believe me, you can Google eyelash mites. They are too small to see unless it's under a microscope, but they are embedded in your eyelashes. Babies are not born with them, but they just develop over time, and they are helpful. They eat away dead skin because that's an area we can't really exfoliate. But you just don't want to leave extra makeup and stuff for them to be munching on, because then they're going to overproduce more than they need to. So it can cause issues. Anyway, so that motivates me every single night to wash off my eye makeup. I know, gross, but but true. So if that helps you there. And we have Sherry on. Welcome, Sherry. So glad you're here. Yay, best stuff ever. I love the eye makeup remover. Yes, a little bit goes a long way. You don't need much. Absolutely. So, okay, so now you should have your eye makeup removed, and we're going to start off with sample number 1. So grab your sample packet. You're going to just probably squeeze out maybe a third of what's in here, and you can use the rest tomorrow morning, tomorrow night. So I like a little bit does go a long way. Like so-and-so, I don't know who was saying this, Facebook user was saying. So, get it to last. So this is what the full size version looks like. This lasts me like 7 months using it morning and night. And I'm probably being more liberal with it than I need to be sometimes. But you want to get your face wet before you apply the cleanser. Avoid your eye area. Tonight, we're not going to get too close to the eye area, even with the eye cream, because you don't want to, the eye absorbs. And so you want to be careful not to get it too close to the eye, because that's not fun to get in your eye. So you want to get your face wet before you put on your cleanser. And so I have a washcloth right here ready. Nice and warm. Love my microwave washcloths. And then just use a tiny bit. That's probably plenty. I like to dot it in the main areas of my face, and then you can either use your fingers to kind of rub it around, just avoid your eye area, or we have this awesome Skinvigorate brush, which has soft nylon brushes on it, and it has 3 different settings, a slow, medium, and fast, and it just massages and removes the makeup. And this is more effective than like a washcloth or your hand. And I kind of think of it like if you went somewhere and you forgot your toothbrush, and you're like, well, I'm just going to brush with my fingers. That's like washing your face with your fingers, just using your fingers. If you have a toothbrush, like just a regular old school toothbrush, that's like washing your face with a washcloth. It's going to be a lot more effective than your fingers. And then this I describe as like, a fancy toothbrush, like what's the word? Like a sonic toothbrush. I don't know if that's what they're called. I just forgot. But I keep wanting to call it a Skinvigorate toothbrush, because this is called, Skinvigorate brush. But that's not what they're called. So anyway, that's probably plenty. But anyway, super easy. You just kind of wash the brushes in water to remove the makeup. I keep one in my shower, and I keep one by my sink. And that way in the morning when I'm showering, I have one there with my cleanser. And then at night, I have one by my sink. So you want to get your face completely clean. Oh, it feels so nice. So now that we're done with step number 1, we're going to move on to step number 2. This is a separate sample. It looks like this. And this is an exfoliator. So this is something you'd only use once or twice a week. I use it just once a week. I use it tonight. I do a different exfoliator on Sunday. It's our microdermabrasion. Love our microdermabrasion. I keep it in the shower. Super easy to use, and you don't have to leave it on for a certain amount of time. So you just rub it on, rinse it off. This one, it's recommended to leave it on for about 10 minutes. We'll probably leave it on for about 5. I want you to apply it all over your face. Avoid your eye area, though. Don't get too close to your eye area. And if you want, you can test it in a small area on your neck, just to kind of see how that does. And I'm going to show you, I like to put it on my neck and my face. And if you don't have sensitive skin, go for that. But if you do have sensitive skin, you might want to just kind of test it in a small area. It has glycolic acid in there, which helps keep your skin looking more youthful. And you can feel like it tingle a bit as it's removing dead skin. You only want to use something like this once or twice a week, like I said, and I have a certain day when I use it. So then I stay consistent with it. And oh my gosh, I love how it feels and smells. And just 10 minutes, and it goes on clear. So you can, like your family won't even know that you have it on. So it's kind of fun. You can be reading a book while it's on, or doing the dishes, or folding laundry, or, just kind of find a day of the week that you're like, okay, I can have it stack this with something that I already do on Wednesday night or whatever, or Tuesday night, or usually it's an evening product, because then you're just, you don't really feel like putting makeup on after you do it, because your skin feels so wonderful. So finding a night of the week that's going to be easiest for you watching a movie. But I would set a timer and then rinse it off after 10 minutes. You don't need leave it longer. So that is our sample number 2. And we're going to leave this on for a second. And I'm going to show some before and after pictures and what this product does. And then I'm also going to just introduce myself a little bit because I met Sherry yesterday. I'm not sure if Michelle is on. I haven't looked through all the chats yet. But anyway, so I'll just introduce myself a little bit in case, so that way we're not complete strangers. So our facial pill, let me start with this one first. Here's a fun picture with cantaloupes to see the different exfoliation levels that we have. So this is what we have, number 2. This is our deepest exfoliator. But my favorite part is I have super sensitive skin and it doesn't leave me red or blotchy. Like I can just carry on with my night, after I've rinsed it off. So it's not like a chemical pill that's going to leave you, super red and blotchy. I love this bottle. It's the perfect size because I use it once a week and it lasts me an entire year. Isn't that cool? I've mapped it out. Like I write on the bottom of it what day I started. So that way I can track it and tell people. So I love that because if you went to the spa and had that type of treatment done, that would cost probably, and this is a $68 bottle. That would probably at least the treatment would cost that with the treatment plus tip. For one time. And I love that I can use this week after week after week for an entire year from the comfort of my own home. I don't have to make an appointment. I can incorporate it. And, before I would like fold laundry wells, but now I teach this class while I have it on, but so it's super awesome. We have our microdermabrasion, which is in the middle. That one is another exfoliator that has been around for a long time in Mary Kay. It has little aluminum oxide crystals in them. They're the size of your pore. And so they work to clean the pores and help them to appear smaller. There's also a pore minimizer step. The second step is an amazing serum that has antioxidants in it to help soothe and smooth the skin. And so I use that on Sunday in the shower is the first step. And then I just afterwards put the second step on before my moisturizer. And then our Skin Vigorate brush. It's not an exfoliator, but gives a better, deeper clean than your hand or a washcloth. And so that is our Skin Vigorate brush. And then here's the before and after pictures. And this is one reason I said it's great on your neck. So Susan on the left, you can see her before and after pictures after using it 8 different times. So maybe that's after 2 months if she's using it once a week, or maybe that's after 1 month if she's using it twice a week. If you use it twice a week, you just make sure it's spaced out and this is the only exfoliator you're using. And then on the right side of one of my friends it's one of my Mary Kay friends. This is her customer. And after having babies, her skin color kind of like, pregnancy mask or just kind of discoloration after using the products for 3 months, twice a week. That was her result. So super fun. So that is our facial pill. So I'm going to now just kind of share a little about me, how I got started into Mary Kay as we're letting the facial pill sit on just for a couple more minutes and then we'll rinse it off. So I started Mary Kay 14 years ago on December 10th, actually. So I just hit my 14-year anniversary on Sunday. I, before Mary Kay, had got my bachelor's degree in piano pedagogy. So I was teaching piano full-time, finding a lot of joy in that. I thought right after college we'd start having kids, and we struggled with infertility. And so I had a lot of free time in the mornings, and I was getting bored. I was like alphabetizing my spices and things that's like, you could use your time better. I love organization, but once your house is organized and you don't have kids, it kind of stays organized. So now it's a different story. I have 3 little kids, but I got invited to Mary Kay. It was a referral, and I went to the facial and I enjoyed the product, but I was like, I'm not very interested in joining Mary Kay, even though I was looking for a part-time job to fill up my time in the morning. But as I learned about the values of the company, God first, family second, career third, like that, I respected that. So I'm like, I'll hear more about it because I respected that. I was like, I don't want to join a multi-level company. I don't want to sell anything. I don't want to have like sales quotas and that pressure. So when I learned that Mary Kay set up as a dual marketing company, so we all make 50%, we all get that 50% discount. There's no levels of discounts. And you don't have to team build. You don't have to, you could just use the product yourself. You don't even have to sell it. I love that it was so flexible in that regard and that it wasn't a multi-level company. And then when I heard that you could earn career cards and just like the possibilities and the more confidence, I was very I had very low confidence when I joined. And so I saw it kind of in a different light. And my husband was very supportive of me giving it a try. He could see I needed something positive in my life, and he knew that this would be positive somehow. And so anyway, so that's how I got involved in Mary Kay. And now we have 3 amazing children. Such a blessing to be a mother. They're now 9, 7, and 5. They all just had birthdays. I have to kind of think about that. And we have an angel baby in heaven, which was one of the hardest trials I've ever been through, losing her. But so grateful that I decided to work on self-improvement after, it took me some time of grieving. But then I was like, I want to earn a career car in Mary Kay. I'm going to show my daughter in heaven that I can do hard things, and I'm going to do it. And so I worked to earn our first career car back in 2013. And so now we've earned 7 cents. So I'm just so grateful for the Mary Kay opportunity and the company and what they offer and give us. So it's a little about me. So we're going to rinse off the facial peel right now. So grab your washcloth. You're going to make sure you get it completely removed. So if you put it on your neck, make sure you get it off there. And my washcloths are still warm. So happy. And let me know if I'm going too fast or if I'm going too slow. Just let me know. I want to make sure that if you have any questions, you can totally type them in the chat. And for the next few days, your skin's going to feel super soft. That was one of my favorite things about the facial peel, is you just took off, some layers of dead skin. So your skin's just going to look so much more youthful. It's going to look less dull. Okay, so now we're moving along. Sample number 3, our charcoal mask. It's clear proof, part of our clear proof line. This is a product you're going to want to put in areas where your skin is more oily. I'm pretty dry, but I still have bigger pores on my nose. So I love to use it there. So this girl has put it kind of in the T-zone area in the center of her face. You want to apply it where it's thin, not too thick, because you want it to dry easier. So not too thick, a nice thin application, but you don't want it too thin that you can still see your skin. So just a little bit. We have a mask applicator, if I can find mine. That is nice, so you don't have to get the charcoal, on your fingers. But if you don't have a mask like that, your fingers work perfect, and you can just, a little. I would start with like kind of a little bit. If you're oily though, you might want to just put it over your whole face. And the charcoal mask has activated charcoal in it, which brings double its weight and impurities to the surface. It has rosemary in it and peppermint. And you can probably smell that as you're putting it on. I'm going to try and keep my glasses on and see how well I can do this. Oh, I don't know if I can, but it's just a little easier than taking them on and off. So yeah, and it's great for blackheads, whiteheads, excess oil. And one thing I love about it is I like to keep a sample of it in the car, because my good friend Jolynn, who I co-host with normally, she was like weeding in her garden and stuff, and in the summertime, and she got stung by a wasp. She put her hand down and it just like she didn't even see it, and she got stung. And so she thought of putting the charcoal mask on her hand to help, because it was in so much pain, and it like removed the stinger. It like instantly, like there's no more pain. And so I've kept samples in my car, because it's usually when you're not at your house, you're out camping or something, when your kids get stung, and sure enough, this summer we were in Bear Lake, and my daughter was four-wheeling with my husband, and a wasp just came down, sat on her knee, and my husband was trying to shoo it, and it just stung her. Like, I think the four-wheeler, the loud noise it didn't like it. And so she's screaming. I grabbed my charcoal mask, put it on. She stopped crying, stopped screaming. And we left it there the rest of the day. Actually, we just rinsed it off the next morning. And she never complained about it again. So it was anyway, so there's other uses of this that you can do. So you want to make sure you wash your hands, or if you have the mask applicator, just rinse that off. It rinses off super easy. And we're going to let this sit on. So you're going to want to like fan your face, grab like the little paper thing you got, or the profile sheet or the envelope or something, and just help that dry. While we have our mask on, I'm going to show another picture here and talk about 2 other skincare lines that we have, and then our referral program. So this is the before and after with the charcoal mask. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, you can get 10 extra entries into our drawing by taking a selfie with the charcoal mask, and then after the party, posting that in this private Facebook group. And that gives you 10 extra entries. I'm going to do that myself. I know we all put it on differently, so it's always fun to see. I went to a party once, and the hostess picked charcoal mask. So all of her guests were doing charcoal masks, and one guest put it on like a mustache, like a curly, like mustache. Anyway, it was hilarious. I was like, you go, girl. So I'm just gonna take the selfie right now. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, so take your selfie, and it's also great to kind of see, especially as it's drying, what it's doing, because on this left picture you can see it helps with excess oil especially on her chin area. You usually leave this on for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, so it's completely dry. We might not leave it on that long tonight, but we'll do our best. This charcoal mask on the right side with the guy's nose, his daughter's the sales director, Mary Kay. So you can see the darker areas is where excess oil was brought to the surface. The lighter areas is where his skin's more dry, and just fantastic to see his results there. So that is our charcoal mask. This is another skincare line that we have. We have anti-aging lines, and that's what you're using tonight. But this is a line that helps people who have acne. I suffered with acne about a decade ago, and that's actually when Mary Kay came out with Clear Proof. So I was still pretty skeptical if it would help, but I was like, I'm going to try it. So I took a picture on day 1, and then I continued to use the product morning and night for a whole week, because they said clear skin in 7 days. I'm like, okay, let's see, and sure enough, I had no new acne and like no new breakouts, and it was clearing up my existing, because my acne at this point was constant. It was all month long, and it would last forever, and it was just painful. And so I was so sick of it. It was like that had been going on for like a year or 2. And so I was so grateful that Clear Proof helped, and I kept using it for a couple of years. And then at that point, after that point, I switched over to the repair line. So that's our Clear Proof line. We do have a natural line, 100% natural. We have this cleanser that's creamy and gentle. I love to keep that in the shower. And you definitely want to use a Skin Vigorate brush with it, because it doesn't have any SLS or SLES. Those are like foaming agents. And actually, neither does this cleanser either. This cleanser is paraben free. In fact, the whole Time Eyes Repair line is, which I love. But because of that, it doesn't really foam up the natural cleanser. It's really creamy. And so using something like that helps give a better clean. There's an exfoliating powder, which you shake it up. It has soothing baking soda in it and citric acid. I also keep this in the shower, and once a week, I like to dip it in the palm of my hand, add some drips of water, mix it until it gets like fizzy, and then exfoliate on the face. So on Sundays, I actually choose between the natural one or the microderm. So currently this is what's in my shower, and then I'm almost out of it. So I'm going to switch over to microderm, because I love both of them, but I can only exfoliate so many times during the week. So this is fantastic. And in the shower is the best place to use it, because it's, it's like baking soda. It's kind of messy. So we have this awesome nourishing oil, which has sesame oil in it, sweet almond oil, nourishing olive oil. It is a dream in a bottle. You can take the dropper out. There's like, just one drop on your face, and your face feels so hydrated if your face gets really dry, especially during the winter time. I use it mostly as a cuticle oil. So before I go to bed, I just put it, right on my hands, really quick and easy. You can also, when you get out of the shower and your hair's still wet, just grab one drop, mix it on your hands and just on the ends of your hair to help hydrate if you have like split ends, dry hair during the winter. So that is my favorite. It smells amazing. And then this moisturizing stick has moisturizing beeswax in it. It's great if you have dry patches on your face and just an extra intense moisturizer. It's also something I love to use as a chapstick. And then my friend Jolene has a separate one that she keeps, and she's marked with nail polish. She uses it on the bottom of her feet, on her elbows. So you just don't want to be like putting stuff on your feet and then putting stuff on your face. And so she has like a separate one that she's like, okay, if it has nail polish on it, that's one for my feet. So I want you to keep drying your face, keep drying that. I'm going to talk about a referral program. And this is so fun because I was a referral. So 14 years ago, when my friends from college put me down, I hadn't even seen her for a few years. And every time I see her now, I thank her so much for writing me down for a free facial, because I haven't been invited to a Mary Kay facial since, or not that I can remember. No, so I mean, a Mary Kay, so maybe that's one reason I haven't been, but, anyway, so I'm just so grateful that she put me down as a referral, because I was, going through a really hard time in my life. So when you share 2 referrals with your consultant, and just private message those, don't put the referrals in the chat here, but you can just privately text or privately message your consultant. And these women can live anywhere in the United States, because that's the greatest thing about it. We have people in different time zones on here or whatever. When you share 2 referrals, you're going to get a sample of these hydrogel eye patches. They are so luxurious, so pampering. I love, love, love our hydrogel eye patches. So, and then if you decide to refer 10 women, and we will be most likely reaching out to these in January, because life is busy and crazy this month. But January is women are so into skincare because they're setting New Year's resolutions. They're trying to get into better habits. New year, new you. It is such a popular time to have a complimentary facial. When you share 10 referrals, you're going to get a glamour item of your choice 50% off. So that can be half off a mascara or a lipstick or a lip gloss or an eyeliner or a brow tint or an eyeshadow, lip liner. We have, blush. There's so many different makeup things you can pick from. So when you share 10 referrals, and so I did include this with your samples. You should have got one of these if you're my guest. And there's a spot at the bottom that kind of even gives you some ideas, like the hardest working woman, or the happiest woman, or someone who just got married or had a baby, or maybe someone who just got going through a divorce or something, and someone who just needs that reminder that they are valued and that self-care is so important. And so when you text a picture of your profile sheet, at least the first 2 sections filled out, you get a mini hand lotion mailed to you. So text a picture. You don't have to mail that back to us. Just text a picture of it to your consultant. But yay! So that is the referral part, and I'm going to wash off my mask now. It's completely dry. I can feel that. You can keep yours on a little longer, and I'm going to show you how these hydrogel eye patches work. They're fantastic. And if you happen to have hydrogel eye patches, by all means, you can rinse off your charcoal mask and do these with me. But make sure before you rinse off your mask that you get a good look in the mirror. Oh, I'm seeing some fun things on my chin coming out here. These are my problem areas. And yeah, get a good look to see what your results are. But like I said, keep your charcoal mask on right now. I'm just rinsing it off because I'm going to show you a different little step that you don't have. When I take off the mask, I kind of just lay this on my face, and it helps to soften up the mask, and then I can just rub away the rest. Okay. That feels so good, wouldn't it? Get that off, getting that stiff mask off. And you can leave that mask on 25 minutes at least. Like I said, with my daughter's leg, we left it on the rest of the day. It's totally fine to leave on super long. Okay. So I'm going to show one of my BFFs. These are our hydrogel eye patches. They come in a jar. We have the sample one that I showed you for sharing referrals, but it comes 30 pairs in my light's kind of bright. Sorry guys, can't see it super well, but they're like teardrop shaped, and there's a little spatula to get them out individually because they're a little slippery. And you can decide what side of the face you put them on. So I typically have the thinner side towards the center, and then the thicker side is covering the crow's feet area. Just glide it on, and then you just kind of pat it down. It stays a little better. These do not replace an eye cream, so it's still good to be using an eye cream of the formula of your choice morning and night. So that's, this does not replace that. But these are great supplements to help give extra hydration. You only need these are recommended to use twice a week. So you're not using this every day. And they feel so good. If you have super dry skin though, or, your skin's just extra sensitive that day when you're using them, they might like burn, which I know sounds a little scary, but I was a little worried the first time I used it too, because I had never used these, and my skin was super dry. Now that I've been using these, they feel super cool and relaxing. But at first I'm like, oh my gosh, but I never had a rash or reaction. Just like the intense hydration hitting the dry skin was like, whoa, too much. And so these sit on for 25 minutes. You can also like read a book or watch a movie. Watching the movies actually, but even longer is fine. They do start to dry out, and then you kind of just want to take them off before they're too dry. I have some customers that sleep with them on. I don't know how that works, but like, okay, well, keep doing it if you like it. But okay, I'm just making sure these are in the places I want them to be. So I'm gonna make sure there's no charcoal mess in my glasses either. Okay. So as these are sitting on, I'm gonna walk you through the rest of the steps. And actually I'm gonna show you what these eye patches have done for my eyes. So the hydrogel eye patches, my results are on the right side after using them twice. And this is where I felt like they were like, ooh, intense with my dry skin. After using them twice, I had way less fine lines and wrinkles under my eye. Like I was maybe 34, 35 when these pictures were taken. And I cannot believe how many wrinkles I had under my eyes from like rubbing my eyes, contacts, whatever, allergies. And so I was like, this is amazing. It just took years off, just in 2 times. And so I've continued to use it twice a week, usually once in the middle of the week, so Wednesday night, and then once on the weekend, either Friday or Saturday night. And that also helps with puffiness, as you see on the lady on the left side. Okay, so now we're going to have you rinse off your charcoal mask. So you want to hold a washcloth down for a bit, rinse it all off. And so you're going to take that off, and then I'm just going to walk you through 4, 5, and 6, and we're done. So once you have your charcoal mask completely removed, maybe I should give you a little longer to do that. If you're still doing it, but remove your charcoal mask, and then we're going to work on sample number 4 next. This is what I call Spanx for my face. It's our lifting serum, and we love, 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 love this product. We wish it was in a bigger bottle and we could bathe in it. But it's not. So, but this is the bottle that it comes in. It does have like a little thing here so you can kind of tell when you're running out of it. But I love to use like 1 or 2 pumps. I recommend, you can just use the whole sample, whatever you get, but 1 is what I use, and I dot it kind of in some main areas, and then I just rub it. That's going to last the longest. When I use 1 pump of this morning and night, it lasts me 3 months. When I use 2 pumps morning and night, it lasts me 2 months. And when I go through it really quick, I'm using 3 pumps morning and night, and it's lasting me a month. So it is also the most expensive product separately. I think actually in our whole skincare line. So that's another reason I'm like, okay, 1 pump, and you just take it to the different areas. I feel like you get it everywhere you need, but if you just start on one area, I feel like your skin just absorbs it all, and then you're like having to pump out more. So love that. I love how it feels and smells. And so you should have just put on sample number 4. Now we're going to do sample number 5, which is our eye renewal cream. And this one has a metal tip to it, which has zinc, magnesium, and copper. These 3 metals help to reduce puffiness. So if you struggle with puffiness, I'm not going to put this on because I have my eye patches on still, but you can grab sample number 5. I'll kind of show you a little bit, like even just that month. I put it on my ring finger because that is your weakest finger. And then you could kiss your ring fingers together, and then you have it on both. And just like start down low and then pat, pat, pat. Be very gentle. I'm actually going to put it up here because I have my eye patches, and I'll just kind of treat it like a deep wrinkle filler kind of thing. Anyway, so that's there. But when you have the app, when you have the product, you can actually use this to help massage it into the skin, and it feels super cool. And then it's also reducing puffiness. So lots of different things for that. And then the last step is number 6. This is your night cream. This is the Voluform with retinol treatment. It comes in a jar like this, and it has a pump. And so, you guys, my ring light is like crazy bright. There we go. Maybe you'll be able to see, but you can kind of see how you pump it, just one good solid pump, and that's going to be plenty for your whole face and your neck. This has encapsulated retinol in it, so it's not blasting your skin with retinol, but it's just slowly kind of breaking down while you're sleeping, helping renew your skin, helping wake up those baby skin cells and remind them, giving you a boost of collagen. The only people that should not use a product like this are women who are pregnant, because like when you're nursing, it's fine, but when you're pregnant, it's not. So that's the only women I'm like, just make sure you're not pregnant if you're using this. So when I was pregnant, I switched over to our other night cream from our miracle set. But anyway, love our night cream with retinol. So that helps renew your skin. So that was our complete hydrofacial. I do want to show this box, which shows the steps and what it comes with, the full time-wise repair. This does have a trial version if you're like, ooh, I love this. And the trial version is $38 in less 2 weeks. This is $215. We can even show you some other deals too with it. This lasts me, some of the products last me 3 months, like I talked about with the lifting serum. The cleanser lasts me 7. When you run out of products, you can get things individually as well. But yeah, this eye cream lasts me about 6 months if you're just using a tiny amount. And these last me about 3. So the middle lasts me 3, and then I can get the other ones to last longer. The cleanser is just a much bigger bottle, and the eye cream you're only using around your eye area. And we have a special going on right now. So when you purchase a skincare set of your choice, maybe it's the repair that we tried, or maybe it's the natural line or the acne line, or other anti-aging line, the miracle set, you can get one item of your choice 50% off. And then I want to show this before and after picture of the repair. I've been using repair now for 8 years. I wish I could say this was me, hey, I'm looking pretty good now. Now this lady is 69 and a half when she started using it. And then she took a picture after 4 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, and 3 months. And I love, especially even after 2 weeks, you can see a noticeable difference around her mouth area. And then 2 months, dang, she's like got a facelift there. She looks like 5 years younger, 10 years younger. So cool. So that is our time-wise repair. So it's an anti-aging skincare line that's also reversing the signs of aging. And then your consultant, we can share a picture of this. This is some of our deals and sets. So if you love the repair line, we can get it to you for $199. So that gives you $16 savings right off the bat. Plus you can get a travel roll-up bag as a gift, or our satin hand. So we'll follow up with you. I hope you had such a fun time pampering yourself. I hope your skin feels super soft. Your consultant will follow up with you. So if you're watching the recording, make sure to follow up, let her know that you watched it, because we can't read your mind. So say, hey, I just finished this. She gets credit for you watching, and you get entered into the drawing. Make sure you post your picture of your charcoal mask. I'm going to do mine. I'm going to post it in the private group, and that gives you 10 extra entries. I'm going to do a drawing on Friday, go live, and we'll find out who our winner is. And then every comment that you made gets you an entry as well. And then, so if you didn't comment, make sure you re-comment. And also share your favorite product with your consultant. If there's anything you feel like was not the correct formula for you, we want to know about that. And who you'd love to refer, who came to your heart as someone you admire that you'd love to gift this same treatment, where they can be in the privacy of their own home and try this. And then right now we have a signing bonus. If this ever crossed your mind of being a part of Mary Kay, whether it's to get your own discount or to have a side hustle with a company with such amazing values, we have our brush collection as a signing bonus. It comes with 5 awesome brushes. There's 3 eyeshadow brushes, a blush, and a powder brush. I think every woman deserves a good brush collection, and it comes with this awesome bag. Right now it's only $35 to start. Mary Kay, like, shut the front door, is $100 when I joined. That was like 14 years ago. It's like, Hello. I think with inflation, Mary Kay would charge more, but we're not complaining. I love that. It's such a low-cost startup right now. So thank you again for being on. Appreciate you guys. Hope your face is feeling super nice and have a wonderful night. We'll see you later. Bye.